Hi everyone, it's Deborah. The reception where we're at Seneca Lake, it's raining really bad. Oh my God, I'm at the back up. Reception here is horrible. It takes me 1 hour to load a 4-minute video. So I'm going to do a recap of so far our vacation. Yes, there's a winery every 1.5 miles where we're at. The beginning of our trip, I could be interrupted 1,000 times. Beginning of our trip, we kind of knew the AC wasn't working, but we still persisted. Little did we know it would be the hottest day of the year. I remember one time Hunter put his head on the table in the RV, and when he lifted it up, there was a puddle. I was soaking wet. And then we started smelling this electrical smell. So my brother had to stop in traffic, major rush hour traffic in Northern Virginia. Come to find out, a breaker kept blowing. So we still persisted. So then as time progressed, Hunter and Houston, who were brothers, tried to get wine bottles open with no wine opener. So while that was happening, a tire blew. And it was very scary for everybody. And my sister-in-law was begging my brother to stop, and he just didn't want to do that. They tried to call the Good Sam's Club. That was a joke. Let the dog out, but when Luna saw the rain, she headed back in. Okay. So it was very, very scary. Now the problem with the Good Sam's Club is because it was after 5 on a Friday, none of the towing companies or the repair garages would accept the rate the Good Sam's Club was willing to pay. They all said, no way. So what good is that? I advise you, if you have it, to get rid of it, because my brother was on his own trying to figure out the problem. I bet you they made 20 phone calls to different people and they never got anywhere. So my brother kept driving on a flat tire in an RV. He says, I'm just going to go to a motel. We all thought he was nuts at the beginning, but then we realized that was the best thing to do. So he went and got a nice hotel, and then in the morning, Saturday morning, he was able to get a company to come and change his tire. I think he had to drive it to the garage to have it fixed. I mean, I felt so sorry for my brother. I really did. Oh my God. Everybody was hot. Everybody was angry. Everybody was scared. So then, it's really raining bad now. Oh. So when we got to the lake house, it was nothing like the pictures. Oh, nothing like the pictures. The pictures must have been done 40 years ago, because the house was deteriorated, and then because we had no air conditioning for 2 days of a trip, all we could think about was getting into a bedroom, laying down with the AC on. We get here and there is no AC. My sister-in-law got on the phone with the Premier Finger Lakes rental company, and she said she has medical issues. I have medical issues. Her son has medical issues. We couldn't breathe. It was that hot. And my brother said to them, hey, if you don't come, give me back all my money or bring us some air conditioners, I'm going to put a sign out front saying that there's a party here. And he would have done it too, because that's just what my brother does. I mean, he was serious. He was so mad. Then we find out there's no shower. My brother and his son, one of his sons, are 6'4". They expected him to get into a bathtub that was only 4.5 or 5 foot. I mean, really. So they were on the phone for hours trying to figure out how could they rent a house in the hottest time of the year with no AC. So we are all very, very mad. Very mad. So finally, my sister-in-law came up with a plan that they bring some fans or ACs. They promised they would. But then they said that the windows were sealed shut with caulking, you know, a bunch of bull crap, like, you know. So we went out to a really nice dinner, and then when we came back, there was some window fans. So we were able to cool off a little bit. Now today's the first day it hasn't been sunny. And I got to go out on my second time on a pontoon boat. That was so fun, and my brother was a pretty good driver, and we had a wonderful time. We stopped at a tiki bar and had a Bloody Mary, and we got to go to some wineries, and I really like that, even though I'm not a wine connoisseur, but I will definitely taste the wine, you know. So yeah, it's very quiet and peaceful here now. I just read one of my comments where some guy said, "You need to clean your house. You need to clean your house." Well, he doesn't realize that I had 10 floods. And during that time, my house was under construction and repair. You know, so you guys that watch my channel and are so quick to criticize, you've got to know the whole story. If you've been watching me for a long time, you'll know that I went through 3 years of hell. Finally, the lady that was flooding me, she died. And then her son inherited the property, and he flooded me twice. Well, I took him to court and I won. So be careful how you criticize, because there's a reason why my house was upside down. Plus, you know, housekeeping is not a priority to me. I'm just glad to have made it to 64. But now we went out to this ice cream place. Fantastic. Oh my God. Ice cream here in Seneca Valley is wonderful. And when we came back, one of their dogs had actually ate the door. I don't know what they're going to do about that, but believe me, the condition of this house, they probably won't notice. Yeah. So we did find a shower adjacent to the lake house, and I got to shower this morning. That was nice. And then when I got in the bathtub the other night, and brown water was coming out. I guess it's the sediment from the hot water heater. I don't know. But little Katie is with me. She's very intelligent for her age. Very intelligent. And I haven't seen any fish yet, though. But we're getting ready to go to some more wineries, and I just like recording what they look like on the inside. Now, I live next to Ingleside Winery in Oak Grove, Virginia, and I've been on tours many, many times there, and I love touring the wine cellars because I love the smell, you know, the smell. So I better go. Bye.